What's up, Columbus? I'm food scientist Matt Teagarden here with 614 TV, exploring the best food and drinks our city has to offer. This time on 614 TV's Tasting Columbus, we're trying tapas at Vaso in Dublin, mastering meatloaf at Newfangled Kitchen, and stopping by Slurping Turtle to learn how to properly eat ramen. So bring your appetite and your adventurous spirit and join me for 614 TV's Tasting Columbus. Columbus, will you accept this rose? Because it's date night tonight with me at Vaso in Dublin. This rooftop view offers igloo hideaways in the winter and cabanas in the summer for an intimate experience on a date or with a small group of friends. But the ambiance isn't all this place offers. The cocktail and tapas menu are one of a kind for a special night out. I'm food scientist Matt Teagarden, and this is Tasting Columbus. I'm here with Josh Buck, the Assistant General Manager of Vaso. Josh, thanks so much for having me out here today.
Of course, welcome. We're very happy to have you.
Now, we are going to talk about the food, but those igloos are iconic.
About 3 years ago when we opened, we were looking for a way to utilize our outdoor space. And we found this company that creates these super cool igloos that are designed to be put in your backyard. And we were like, let's use these to host our guests and create an experience for them out on our patio in the winter.
This is a tapas bar. Tell me about that.
Tapas is a traditional Spanish style of dining. A lot of bars in Spain especially have this really cool concept of sharing small plates with their guests. And that's how we curated and designed our menu.
Perfect for a date, but a view like this also needs incredible cocktails. Tell me about your drinks.
My favorite is the juniper and citrus cocktail. It's our signature gin and tonic, which we use a house-made tonic syrup in as well.
I cannot wait to try the food and the drinks, and I think I'm gonna head into the kitchen with your executive chef to make paella for two.
Awesome.
I'm here with David Belknap, the executive chef here at Vaso. David, I know we said we're making paella for two, but you whipped out the big guns, and I think we're making paella for 20. How do you make something like this?
We have a 36-inch pan and a propane burner. It takes about 10 minutes for it to heat up. I glaze it with some garlic oil that we make here in-house. Saute some onions, peppers, a lot of garlic, calspar rice. We saute that with some saffron, the staple of all paella. My own little twist on it is I add vanilla, add all the seafood to it, mussels, clams, shrimp, calamari, and I cook the rice with lobster stock. We just kind of let that cook for a while, and you start to get that little crispy fond on the bottom. Another signature note of the paella.
I am losing it looking at this. I cannot wait to eat it.
My wife and I always get the paella. It's amazing. It's really good. So try it.
Chef, this is a treat. First, I have to taste the rice. It's wonderful. You have a little bit of texture coming from the peppers and the peas that you put in there. I love the beautiful yellow color of the rice. It's colored by a carotenoid, which is, natural food pigments that are everywhere. It's even in shrimp. Shrimp go in clear, and when you cook them, they turn pink because the carotenoid is bound in a protein when it's raw. The protein denatures, unwinds and releases the carotenoid to reveal that beautiful pink color.
You just taught me something.
Yeah, see? We're teaching each other things. This is amazing. I cannot even wait to see what you have next for me.
We love this place. We've been coming here for the past 3 years. We love the cocktails, the tapas, so we always think about this place when we want to celebrate any occasion.
I'm feeling very spoiled here today, but we have the Peking duck with steamed buns. That's a new menu item. Tell me about it.
We take fresh duck legs and I pack them in sugar and salt and cure them for 24 hours so the meat inside gets seasoned as well. I wash all that off and then we cook it confit style, so in its own duck fat. All the fat kind of renders out and starts to pull away from the bone a little bit. For service, we heat that up. I glaze it with a Chinese 5-spice barbecue. Hoisin, soy sauce, sugar, Chinese 5 spices like anise, cinnamon, allspice. And then we put a little bit of toasted sesame seeds on it, and then we serve it with some steamed buns, cucumbers, some spicy pickled peppers, and yuzu aioli, and a little bit of green onions to sprinkle on top. Kind of like a build your own duck bun.
This duck looks delicious. Ready to slice in?
Absolutely.
Oh, it does fall out right off the bone. Going in.
Bon appetit.
I love steamed buns. They're so fluffy. It's like the duck is flying on a cloud, right? And this aioli is so bright with that yuzu. The chilies give it the right amount of heat, and I love the crunch of the cucumber, and the duck is so succulent, right? It's so moist, comes right off the bone. David, thank you so much for this amazing food. This was the best date I've been on in a long time.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to have you.
Columbus, thanks for coming with me. Just remember, I'm single. Up next, it's not your grandma's meatloaf at Newfangled Kitchen in Bexley. You'll have to see it to believe it. Up next. It was a love of Southern cuisine and putting a modern twist on comfort food that led Eric Dennison and his wife Laura to start Newfangled Kitchen in Bexley. Their staple is meatloaf sandwiches, but there's so much more. From a life-changing tuna melt to salads and vegetarian options, it's comfort with a capital C. Let's keep eating, Columbus. Come on. I'm here with comfort food queen Laura Dennison. Thanks so much for having us out at Newfangled Kitchen.
Thanks for being here.
So you are modernizing comfort food here at Newfangled Kitchen.
Yes.
How did you land on meatloaf?
We wanted to think of some comfort foods from our childhood that we could put a modern twist on and bring it up with the times. So meatloaf is one of those things that we thought of that we could really make a lot better.
Yeah, I'm excited to try it.
I've been coming to Newfangled Kitchen since probably right when it opened. The meatloaf is unbelievable. It doesn't matter, it's delicious. But the fang sauce cannot go wrong.
What does newfangled mean?
Newfangled is something that you're not used to. We wanted to put a more modern twist on old classics.
Well, I'm gonna go back in the kitchen with Eric and try some of this out.
Awesome.
I'm here with meatloaf and melt master Eric Dennison. We are here in the galley making the shipyard tuna melt. Eric, walk me through it.
Well, thanks for joining me, Matt. We're gonna do our tuna melt today, and what we try to do here at Newfangled Kitchen is layer flavors throughout our sandwiches. Take it very seriously, Matt. And so
I can
to start
tell.
off, we have mayonnaise, we have Dijon mustard, we have Vermont white cheddar. And so we want that saltiness of the cheddar, right? And then we have our wonderful dill pickle. Our tuna itself is extraordinary because we like the buttery texture of the olive oil along with some great balsamic vinegar. We're gonna press it for about a minute and then we're gonna serve it. We serve about 50 to 75 of these guys a day.
It's a lot of tuna.
It is.
And you make the tuna salad here.
Yeah, I mean, it's our second best seller next to our meatloaf, which I'm sure we're gonna be taking a look at soon.
Oh, yes, we are.
Once it's off, we put it on the cutting board, we cut it, and we get ready to serve it to you.
Ooh. Eric, I am ready to taste this, but first I want to look at it. It's such a pretty sandwich with the marbled rye that you have here.
Thank you.
And also I love that it's just like a honkin' portion of tuna salad.
It's a honking portion, all right.
Sometimes tuna salad can be a little sad.
Uh-huh.
This is anything but that. I love the crunchiness and the brininess of the pickles. The Dijon mustard and mayo just plays really well off of all those flavors that you layer into that tuna salad. You put a lot of care into this tuna salad. It's so special, and that shows.
Thank you, Matt.
I am amazed at how you could elevate tuna salad like this, so I can't wait to see what you do with meatloaf. I'm ready to sink my fangs into the fang.
I've been coming to Newfangled Kitchen for 2 years now. Right after they opened, I came for the first time. I tried their meatloaf when I got here. I was excited to see it. Having this in the neighborhood was, it made it so I was gonna come here at least, it's been about once a week.
You thought we were just making a sandwich? No, we are starting from scratch. Eric, I see you have all your ingredients laid out here. Walk me through how we make the meatloaf.
Yeah, we're gonna make the meatloaf. The real key to the meatloaf is making sure that we have the right balance of fat to dry components. So we start with our wet ingredients. So we're gonna add our milk first, then we're gonna add our eggs, our onions. So our breadcrumbs just went in. We're gonna season with some salt. We're gonna season with some white pepper. And that's it, we're gonna mix quick. Right.
Gently punching.
So we'll pop that baby in the oven.
That's about the size of a baby, actually.
So we just took it out of the oven. We're gonna flip it out of the pan, and then we're gonna get ready to cut it and make some sandwiches. We cut nice thick slices.
Oh my gosh.
And so now we're gonna bring it over to our sandwich station and put this thing together.
I can't wait.
We start off with some fang sauce, we call it. And what it is, it's a Alabama white barbecue sauce. So it's mayonnaise based, a little bit smoky, a little bit sweet.
I've never heard of that.
And we're gonna build it, sort of like a traditional cheeseburger. So we put some shredded lettuce down, tomato, red onion, lots of pickle, and We're doing some American cheese. So we're gonna bring it over to the grill here, and we're just gonna get it on the grill just to get that bun a little bit warm. We're not gonna flatten it, we just wanna toast the outside a little bit.
Eric, this sandwich looks so good. I think I need to sing it a little bit of a Meatloaf love song.
Oh no.
And I would do anything for this sandwich. This meatloaf is just the right texture. It's so tender. It holds up to a bite, so it's really not that sloppy to eat like you could be in danger of with meatloaf.
Absolutely.
But that Alabama barbecue sauce, so good. That smoky flavor that it brings in is just terrific. And I love that this also eats kind of like a hamburger. It's a newfangled hamburger, maybe. All right, Eric, I have not had comfort food like this before. Thank you so much for having us out, and come to your kitchen anytime.
Matt, thank you so much for visiting us, and we'd love to have you all.
It's Japanese comfort food all around at Slurping Turtle up next. Stay tuned.
I created my waffles around my son and my family's needs, but they had to be delicious, and I didn't stop changing my recipe until I had perfected it. I want people to feel really good about what they're eating when they enjoy a Locust Point waffle. Love breakfast again with Locust Point waffles.
Everybody loves comfort food, and at the Easton location of Slurping Turtle, you can get a hearty helping of Japanese comfort food. From ramen to sushi and a slew of cleverly crafted cocktails, this Japanese restaurant is all about fun with a touch of tradition. Let's keep eating, Columbus. Come on. I'm here with Michael Persa, the Director of Operations at Slurping Turtle. Michael, thank you so much for having us out here today.
Of course.
So, Slurping Turtle, what does it mean?
Well, so Slurping Turtle has a certain meaning when it comes to Asian cuisine. Slurping is a sign of respect. When it comes to your food, it means you're really enjoying your food, so you're slurping it up. Turtle is a sign of longevity and good luck in Japan, so it's kind of, enjoy your food for a long time, and we wish you the best of luck.
I recently moved to the area, and Liz actually introduced me to the Slurping Turtle, which is so cute. It has such great ambiance and energy when you come in. Some of the things that I really love to get on any of the sushi rolls, you really can't go wrong, and I love to get the hibiscus blossom drink with that. It's very refreshing.
You have your roots in Japanese comfort food, but tell me where you are now. This concept's a little different.
Originally we started with ramen, but we also have sushi, which kind of elevates our food a little bit and brings a little bit more of culture to the actual meal.
Is the food pretty authentic?
It's very authentic. We're about, I'd describe our food as 90% traditional and 10% fun.
Well, spoiler alert, I love Japanese food, so I cannot wait to get into the kitchen with Chef Tadashi.
Excellent, me too.
We are back in the kitchen with Chef Tadashi Nagura. We are gonna make duck fat fried chicken miso ramen. So how do we get started?
Okay, I started with chicken thigh.
Chicken thighs, yes. That's the best cut.
Yeah, that's the best cut. It's already marinated. I put cornstarch on it.
And is that to get it nice and crispy?
Yeah, nice and crispy. Then I drop in the oil.
Okay, so we're gonna fry the chicken.
For 6 minutes.
And so where does the duck fat come in?
Duck fat from here. This is the first step. Then I put the duck fat.
Okay.
Oil.
And why duck fat?
Tastes better.
It tastes better.
Much better.
We have the chicken frying over there, but we're going to get started on the broth, right?
Yes, I'm setting up a broth right now. For this broth, I'm using miso broth and tonkotsu broth.
Tonkatsu broth. What is that flavor like?
Tonkotsu is more like a milky, creamy
Lovely.
pork. So here's our homemade noodle.
You make the noodles here?
Yes, we do.
And these are wheat noodles?
This is wheat noodle.
Excellent.
Yep. You wanna drop the noodle?
I do want to drop the noodle. I just put it in there?
Yeah,
in
just
one
put
of
it
these?
in there.
Okay. This looks and smells incredible, but how do you go about eating a big bowl of ramen like this?
You gotta slurp.
We gotta slurp.
Uh-huh.
I need a lesson.
You gotta make noise. I show you how to do it.
Please do.
So best way to eat ramen, why it's slurp, is eating with soup.
Okay.
Noodle and soup together.
Oh, you get both of them in
Yeah,
the same
both of them
bite.
at the same time.
I'm trying.
You need practice.
So Chef, the broth itself is delicious. It's so savory. It has a little bit of heat to it, which is nice. And just a good level of that salty umami flavor, right?
Exactly.
Umami is like a
Umami.
Japanese concept, right?
Exactly.
And I love all the components. I want to get into this chicken that is
Please.
expertly fried, so crispy. It's so supple with the duck fat that you fry it with, just imparts that wonderful flavor. And it's just so moist and a great fried chicken, and it's perfect topper to this dish.
We came to the Slurping Turtle, I think it was the first day they opened. It was a Monday, and we've been coming about every Monday since. They have so many flavors with every dish, so good.
All right, Chef, let's get rolling.
Okay, I'm showing spicy tuna deluxe right now.
Spicy tuna deluxe.
Okay, so seaweed, nori seaweed, sushi rice right here, flip it. I have salmon right here, jalapeno,
Get a little bit of spice in there.
avocado. Then I have sushi mat.
That just helps you kind of tighten up the
Yeah,
roll.
tighten up the roll.
So what are you putting on top here?
Spicy tuna.
This is the spicy tuna.
Finish with unagi sauce.
Unagi sauce, so it's eel sauce, right?
Eel sauce. And the spicy mayo.
Love spicy mayo.
And this is masago, smoked fish.
Chef, this is presented beautifully. It looks delicious. I can't wait to taste it.
There you go.
I want to get some of that eel sauce, which I love. All right, no slurping here.
No slurping. How's it?
It eats so clean. The fish is, prepared beautifully. It's very fresh, and the spiciness, I think, is wonderful because it really it comes alive in your mouth, and the spicy tuna and the spicy mayo and the eel sauce all really plays together to make a really, really nice sushi roll.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Chef Tadashi, thank you so much for having us out here and showing me some of your incredible Japanese food here. I love it, and I can't wait to come back.
Thank you for having us.
Don't worry, we'll be back with more to explore. Join us next month on Tasting Columbus. Tonight with me at Vaso in Dublin. My arm!
Keep rolling, do it again.